What do you mean pursue? Like, do you drop hints and show interest, or
so like you're basically talking the difference between chasing and pursuing?
Yeah.
So chasing is saying that like, say I'll use Ashley as an example again, right? We're talking, and then she starts running. So she's becoming her avoidance style. It's just too much love. It's too much. She's feeling suffocated, right? Because some people are like that. They feel too much of that love. They get suffocated. So they need some space to like process their emotions, process their thoughts, and evaluate whether or not they actually want this or not. As a woman, correct?
Yeah.
Right. You got sometimes a woman, they will pull away naturally because there's so much stuff that goes on in their head. They gotta process it through, right, Viv? Right, emotionally, like all that stuff, right? So if they pull away, if you're secure, you're not going to chase because that she does not want to be chased. So you don't chase. If you're secure, you're not going to. So if you're chasing is basically like if the indication is that she is not interested anymore and you keep going after that, that is chasing. Pursuing is if it's reciprocated as like if she's just playing hard to get, that's pursuing. Like she's still interested in you, but she's putting some distance between you. You're pursuing as saying, I'm still here and I still want this, right?
So it's like vetting. So on her end, it's like, is this guy really into me? So I'm just
no. Put it this way: pursuing is so. Ashley's the one that's pulling away.
right.
Chasing is if she's not interested anymore. Pursuing is if she is still interested. That's the difference. That's why they say you should never chase, because you should never chase somebody that's not interested in you back, but you should pursue somebody that is interested in you back. You get that analogy?
I think it kind of just all leads down to like communication. Like if I'm feeling like the guy is suffocating me or like he's chasing too much, I'd be like, hey, like I need to decompress. Work has been a lot. I have a lot on my plate. Do you mind if I text you later? Or, we can revisit this conversation. Or, hey, like I'm not in the right mind space to like talk to you right now. Like it just all comes down to like communication.
Correct.
Really.
Correct. It all does come down to communication. But the thing is, when you're pursuing, they will communicate that they are like, I'm busy. I'm not emotionally available. I need some space. Yeah. That is pursue. Chasing is AKA you hit them up, you don't hear nothing.
They're basically ghosting you.
Exactly.
But then you constantly do it
Exactly.
to make it known that your presence
Exactly.
is still
I learned
there.
something new today.
Exactly. Chasing.
I thought they were the same thing.
No, they're not. They're not. Pursue is when there's mutual interest back. Chasing when there's no mutual interest back and you're just basically looking like an idiot because you're basically playing yourself.
But you said that if somebody's pursuing you and you feel like you're being suffocated,
then he's chasing.
He's chasing.
Then
He's
that's
chasing. He's not
chasing.
pursuing anymore.
okay.
Correct.
Like if I'm constantly like coming up with excuses not to hang out or like saying I'm busy or like, oh, I'm not going to be available or whatever. And the guy doesn't pick up on it. But then the following day or like couple days later, he's like, hey, like, are you free now? And I still don't say yes. Then that is chasing.
Correct.
I will say, as a busy person, yes, that's true. But that's when communication is key and you say things like, hey, I'm busy or I can't, like, can we rain check this another time?
But see, that's the thing though. You're saying, let's rain check this. If you say, let's rain check, that means there's still reciprocation.
Right. You follow up with,
AKA,
hey, let's reschedule,
Yeah.
or
So that means
you
I'm
don't
still.
just cut it off.
Yeah.
The dude still has a chance with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then,
Versus the other one, I'm just pulling up my excuses. Like,
Correct. So basically, I'll use an example. The bodyguard, say you was talking, he's pursuing because you are interested in. The guy that was weird, he's chasing because you're not interested. That's the difference.
I'm just gonna say it also though, but I'm just saying girls be sending like mixed signals, like some ish, man. I'm just saying, like not recently, but like there's a story once upon a time, you ask a girl on a date and you go to you like schedule a date. Hey, it's on this day, this time, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. You plan it all out. But I go to the day, hey, I gotta reschedule. I have a birthday to go to or something like that, a birthday dinner. You're like, oh, that's straight. And she's like, all right, let's schedule to like another day. No response. And then you get a week later, yo, you trying to hang out.
See, in my mind, what's going on there's probably another guy.
I mean, probably.
That's what I think.
I mean,
there's
yes.
too many what ifs.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, but all I'm
I'm talking about
is,
in a general sense.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of variables.
I'm just messing. I'm just giving you
Yeah.
examples. I'm just giving examples.
But going back to the attachment styles thing, the thing is, they say that anxious people and avoiding people, they always end up together because somebody has to be the chaser,
Yeah.
and somebody has to be the pursuer.
Yeah.
They always, and I gave this analogy to my brother, and I gave this analogy to Christian. We talked about this before. So basically, imagine a string. Okay, on one side of the spectrum is you, Ashley. One side of the spectrum is a guy that wants you.
Yeah.
Okay. You're avoidant. He is anxious.
Yeah.
So basically, anxious. He's gonna come. Imagine him. He's gonna come closer to you. So
Yeah.
you're making it slack.
Yeah.
So the string is very slack, right? You become avoidant. You make it very, very tense.
Yeah.
That tenseness between the string when you pull away, that is sexual tension. That is desire. That is when you start pulling away,
Yeah.
right? You're like, oh, I'm getting my space now.
Yeah.
You start missing him.
Yeah.
You start emotionally thinking about him. You
Yeah.
start thinking about, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what he's up to.
Yeah.
Right? He's giving you that space.
Yeah.
And then his anxious nature is he'll start coming back to you.
Yeah.
And guess what? The stream becomes slack. That's how it's supposed to work. When you want space, he gives you space, but
Yeah.
he will always come back to you
Yeah.
when you're ready for it.
Aren't you
Yeah.
more intrigued if a guy is like, if you're more unsure of on how a guy feels about you? I don't know. That's how I am.
Just guys who's playing games, I guess.
Yeah.
It's all a game.
It's all game.
It's all
It's
game.
all a
It's
game.
I hate the games.
It's all a game,
We all
but at the
hate
end of the
games.
day,
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Hey, but let's face the facts though. At the end of the day, when you're interested in the guy, you're gonna put yourself in a position for him to be able to make his shot.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're 0 for 100, guess what? You're not making that 101st shot. So you might as well, right?
Yeah.
Like if a guy's pursuing you,
Yeah.
and you want that,
Yeah.
you might play a little hard to get. You might do a little this. You might but guess at the end of the day, you're gonna let him catch you.
Yeah.
What's the saying that Leona told us?
She says the right girl lets you catch them. The
Yeah.
right girl lets you catch them.
Yeah.
This is an old lady that we lived down in my neighborhood.
She's like 80, 90 years old.
Yeah.
She said the right girl will let you catch her. I was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have a question though, Jesse, because you are the Mr. Expert over here
I'm not
on
an
attachment
expert.
styles.
I'm not an expert.
Oh, you're the bookworm when it comes to attachment styles. I haven't read it. Anyway, is there one of those 4 attachment styles that tends to be more toxic than the others?
I feel like all they're gonna be toxic to a degree.
Why is that?
Because if you're avoidant and you're always basically like leading people on and like people, it's just like I said, I'm not 100% right. I'm just thinking about this logically. I think that if you're avoidant and you're always running away, you just make it so difficult for them because you're withholding. And they say their love language is quality time,
Yeah.
or physical touch, and they need that embrace because like physical touch is not saying I want to beat cakes all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Physical touch, because I'm physical touch, right? I really, really enjoy hugs. Have you noticed I never dap my friends up? I always give y'all hugs.
Yeah.
That's a form of physical touch.
But you hate cuddling.
I think most people hate cuddling. I mean,
I'm cool with cuddling.
like
okay,
all night though.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm okay with cuddling, but I don't want to sleep like that.
Yeah, it gets hot.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I mean. Some people, they want to sleep like that.
I feel
My
like your
arm's
arm is
dead.
dead. Yeah.
Arms dead, man.
Exactly.
yeah,
So,
I enjoy cuddling until it gets hot.
exactly. And you're just like, all right, I'm going to go roll on my side. You sleep on
Yeah.
your
But
side.
I mean, I eventually roll back.
Exactly, but what you want, you need some. Hey, it's a push and pull. You go away and you come back. You go away and come back.
Jesse's the type to like put his toe on the girl's like.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
no,
put
no.
my leg on. I'll put my leg on
right.
theirs.
No, okay, so
All right, keep going. What's the other ones that could be toxic?
I feel like, and then I guess for anxious, you're suffocating.
You're like love bombing
You're
somebody.
love bombing. Yeah, there you
Like,
go.
why don't you hang out with me? Like what she said.
You're love bombing. You're being needy. Like I said, these are just my guesses.
Okay.
I haven't gotten
Keep going though.
But I think that the best one is to be secure.
Okay.
every-
Secure is
every-
never toxic.
Everybody's goal is to be. I guess. I mean, like theoretically, I guess when you're being secure, but I guess that being secure can also be toxic as well. So say like a woman wants to be chased, and you're like, I don't need to chase you.
Okay.
I don't need like I'm gonna let like if I want a girl that wants to be catched,
Okay.
right? And if you're constantly running away and playing all these games, I'm gonna let you play these games. I'm just not gonna deal with it. I'm gonna find somebody else that ain't gonna play these games.
I feel that. So
Yeah.
And that could be toxic too from the girls from her perspective. Like, oh, I guess he doesn't want me. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I've also heard that if you're too independent, that could be bad because it's like some guys probably prefer a more submissive girl, and then like somebody that lets them do things and for them, and then versus somebody that's like so used to doing things on their own and be like, oh, I got it, I'll take care of it. So you're right. Each attachment can be a little toxic. Has pros and cons.